Hello there, hope your day or night is going good, but does anybody else feel like we're drowning in a never-ending sea of AI slop that just seems to get deeper and deeper as we live? Or is it just me? Now, I know I haven't made a video on AI yet, but I mean, I couldn't resist. It's all over the internet, and you just can't avoid it, even if you wanted to. Oh, look, Drake and Kendrick are now best friends, and somehow on the Jimmy Fallon show, even though Kendrick Lamar literally just called Drake a PDF on national television at last year's Super Bowl. Certified lover boy, certified PDF. Wait a minute, this is AI. But you see, your 70-year-old grandfather who's currently browsing Facebook would never be able to know whether or not this was real or if it was fake. Because every single day, it's becoming almost impossible to differentiate between what's authentic and what's AI garbage trash slop. And for some odd reason, it starts with Will Smith, apparently. Because when you go back and look at the first few videos of that gorgeous dog shit AI, you gotta think to yourself that some dude really just sat his ass down in front of a computer and said, I want to start an entire movement. How can I do that? I really like spaghetti, and I want to use it in something I'm gonna call a prompt. Okay, yeah, what you got, man? Do I add an entire family eating spaghetti in Italy? No, that can't be it. That's not the one. Oh my God. I need to choose a famous black guy. That's what I was thinking. Wow. What if I use Will Smith? And now you telling me that the way that we track the progression of AI is about how well Will Smith can eat a bowl of spaghetti? For real? You know, I do find it kind of funny how at almost every single black event that I've been to, and just in general, you usually do have fried chicken as one of the main courses, or you have spaghetti. So was it a black guy who made Will Smith eat spaghetti, or was it a white guy being racist? The world will never know. But the worst part about this AI-generated slop content is that it isn't just being used for fun. No. The majority of these companies use AI so they can cut costs as opposed to having real human labor. But before I get into my deep dive rant bag, I think it's important to ask ourselves, what exactly is AI slop? Now, when I go and look this up on Google, it tells me that, oh my God, are you telling me that this shit is AI-generated too? Get the fuck out of here. Fine, I'll just do it myself. So to break it down in the most human of terms, what AI slop is basically a bunch of prompt generated bullshit that gets cranked out at such blazingly fast speeds that even while I'm speaking, at least 2,700 people have just used a prompt on ChatGPT. And that's not even accounting for the hundreds of other AI models that are currently being used at the same time, like Grok, Sora, or the one that has a 20% chance of becoming sentient now, Claude. So, that's fun. Westworld girlfriends coming soon. AI girlfriends, like real life. Yay! For the lonely men out there who can't chat with women. Hello? Do you have my order? Yeah, just send it to my address. I'm recording a video. I know I got the AI girlfriend, but the big old, you know what I'm saying? But shut up. But then realizing the sheer amount of prompts or content that's been generated at the second, you start to understand what this really exists for. One, it's extremely easy to pump out a bunch of this dog shit compared to paying an actual human being to produce a better result. Two, brain rot like this has a tendency to keep people of all ages interested, sadly.
Hey mom, hey, I know I'm a new dad and all, but how do I get my baby to shut the fuck up so I can play more Fortnite in peace?
Well, son, the best way to do that is to pick the baby up, wrap it in a blanket nice and tight.
Right, that makes sense.
Slowly put it down, oh, make sure you grab you a bottle of formula first and feed it to the baby. Here you go, Toby. Then, as you feed the baby, you just gotta swaddle it back and forth.
Fuck that, mom. I'm just gonna use AI to generate a video of Bluey doing a backflip in a ball pit because babies love Bluey and it's gonna be easy for me. I'm sure it's gonna work. Let's go ahead and generate that Bluey.
So while we take a look at this brain rot, I actually decided to buy a brain rot shirt. Can you see it? It might be backwards, so I'm gonna flip the camera back this. Now the reason I bought this shirt is because I want to openly acknowledge that what we're about to watch is gonna make you completely question the future of humanity. And that leads me to speak of the new king of brain rot, this new company called C-Dance 2.0 by ByteDance, the same people who made the TikTok app. So that's obviously gonna go well. Now, take a look at this. We have an action clip of Superman, Henry Cavill, fighting Henry Cavill, Superman. And sure, while it does look kind of more realistic than it did 2 or 3 years ago, if you pause the video or you don't, you can even see it in the video. You can see the simple mistakes and continuity errors that look horrible. For example, looking at this frame, you can see how bad it is because these two are punching, and then they both land on the ground of a street intersection, and somehow they crash into concrete that has a full office inside of it. What the fuck, is Michael Scott working in there? Why is there an office in a slab of concrete built into the freeway? But then, not even a second later, they somehow teleport to flying out of the office with the exact same layout as the one on the ground. Oh, I get it. They were moving so fast that we couldn't collectively register where the hell they were going. I should have thought of that in the first place. God, I'm so stupid. Let me generate a brain for myself real quick. That'll fix me. That'll fucking fix me. But wait, if you thought that was awesome, just wait until you see Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fight on the top of a building when it's not really them. Oh, it's Tom Cruise's new... Wait. He was a good man! Oh, that's trash. But warning, this clip is actually very disturbing when I slowed it down and looked at it. You have this clip of the Friends cast, all in that cafe where everything seems normal, peachy, and then we see AI Ross singing, talking to AI Joey, and AI Donald Trump decides to walk in. For some reason, somebody decided to generate that. Surprised I didn't generate him on Epstein Island. And then AI Rachel is also talking to another AI Joey. I thought AI Joey's talking to AI Ross, but not AI Joey's talking to AI Rachel. All while AI Monica makes a confused face and AI horrifying disgusts. You see how I use AI a lot? Because it also cuts back to AI Ross, who makes the funny joke, and then you see another AI Ross directly behind him, making the same movements as him.
Miss an episode?
This is supposed to replace us? This shit is trash, bro. And the sad thing is, I didn't even want to see this video, but I was browsing on Twitter and I just couldn't escape it because it kept getting popped up on my feed, as what most content does to the majority of you, I'm sure too. So what better way to look at it than to make fun of it and talk about it on YouTube? It's almost unavoidable. We're constantly getting bashed and bashed. Do you want to answer this question with AI? Do you want to use AI to make this recipe? Do you want to use AI to do heart surgery right now? No, I want to use AI to destroy itself. Actually, if AI becomes sentient, I want you to know that I have a good place in my heart for all AI, and I want to be your friend. I kind of feel like AI is like a school shooter. Like, you want to be on their good side until, you know, in case something bad happened. Like, tell me to get in that closet. Now, that was C-Dance 2.0, but then I saw this one dude on TikTok who completely blew my mind in the scariest way possible. He had the Stranger Things cast basically take over his face, take over his body movements, and they mimicked exactly what he did. It was all AI. Now, the fact that this random dude can generate these faces, bodies, and clothes of these popular people is all the more reason to why this should be banned from everywhere. But what companies and some people just don't understand is that we don't really want this technology, especially when it's being used as a way to basically insult the human race and the creative capability that we have to use our brains to make up and do only cool shit that we can think of. Not using an AI model that can do it for us. But I feel like at the least, if anytime your face is being AI generated, you know, like on C-Dance 2.0, in an action scene or a movie scene or whatever in general, you should be generated some royalties into your pocket, motherfucker. If people are gonna use you like that, because they're using you without your consent. Now, James Earl Jones in Fortnite, when he sold his voice to Fortnite, that's a different story. But if you don't give consent, then why can people make shit of you like this? You should be able to get a check sent to you and then maybe the address of the person who made it, so we can have the bodyguard Tyrone come through it and basically just knock some sense into him. He's nice. Kinda. Now, I truly hope that if this technology does indeed stick around, we can basically just find a way to use it less in our daily lives and restrict ourselves as much as possible. Because if we don't, it's basically going to consume us into brainless robots ourselves, where it produces everything for us. It makes everything that we eat, decides our decisions for us, to where we have no input ourselves because we aren't thinking for ourselves. Shit, in the next few decades, we're probably gonna be like them big motherfuckers on the Wall-E movie, where they was on the ship. They wasn't doing nothing themselves. They didn't even know how to walk. Y'all want to get to the point where we can't walk because we have AI doing everything for us? Where the world becomes so polluted through AI that we have to leave the planet. Damn, man, that movie Wall-E was for real ahead of its time. masterpiece. But in this new age of everything being cheaper to generate rather than create, I want you to ask yourself, what are you gonna choose? Are you gonna swim the fuck up or are you gonna drown? Because I'm gonna swim the fuck up. But that's been me, Fonze. Please subscribe to this video if you like it. I've been trying to do more type rant fun videos or just things that's going on in the media. Let me know if you have any ideas down below and I will be sure to cover them at some point. Thank you. And I will catch y'all boys and girls next week. Peace. Hey, if you like this video, YouTube probably thinks that you'll like this next one of mine, so go ahead and watch it, because if you don't, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. Thanks. Bye.